What is up, everyone? This is me, Prasanna Balakrishnan, back again. This time for the match debut of India versus West Indies in the first ODI, my first cricket video after a very, very long time, and I hope to continue doing this on this very much channel of mine. But before I start, I have to start off with the sad news that probably the greatest singer in India, Lata Mangeshkar ji, she has passed away this morning, age 92. Decades and decades of brilliance, so many songs in various different languages, you name it all, and she's given us so much to enjoy in her voice. The Nightingale of India, she has passed away, so I'd like to start by giving out a tribute to her. May her soul rest in peace, and may God give power and strength to those close to her family, her friends, and may her soul rest in peace. And India are playing their 1,000th ODI today, the first ever team in cricket, men's cricket, to do so. So that is a massive achievement, and we did mark this occasion in style with a brilliant performance against the West Indies, comfortably beating them by 6 wickets, more than 20 overs to spare. And before going to this review any further, I would like all of you to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification to get notifications whenever I upload videos like this or go live. This is the first of 2 uploads today. The second upload would probably be a depressing one involving Chennai FC. If you look up the result, you will very much know what the hell actually happened in that game. But this video is all about kind of positive vibes from the Indian victory over the West Indies. Rohit Sharma taking captaincy of the ODI team. He missed out on the South Africa series due to an injury, but now he's back. And the whole team, they played well today. And this was the lineup which we went for. This is the scorecard. Rohit Sharma and Ishan Kishan went opening because we had players out due to injuries and COVID. And so this was probably the strongest team we could have gone for. We had Ishan Kishan opening with Rohit Sharma, Kohli coming in at 3, Pant at 4, Suryakumar Yadav, Deepak Kuda making his ODI debut, if I'm not mistaken. And Washington Sundar, Shardul Thakur, Mohammad Siraj, Yuzvendra Chahal, and Prasidh Krishna that make our lineup. And this is what the lineup went with. The West Indies went with this lineup: Shea Hope and Brandon King opening, Darren Broward number 3, Shamana Brooks, Nicholas Puran, Kieran Pollard the captain, Jason Holder, Akel Hussain the spinner, Fabian Allen, Alzari Joseph, and Kemar Roach. This was what West Indies went with. And as you do see that India did start off strong. They got the early wicket of Shea Hope, and you look at their West Indies players. They all got starts, 10s, 13s, 15s, and all, etc. But no one of them really going on to make a big score, at least in the top order. And when you are playing like a 50-over game, you have to space out the knocks, and you should at least get a 30 or 40, so that if at least the top batsman get 30 or 40, you at least get to 100 to 120, so that you can set up a platform for the others to come down the order and finish. But none of the West Indies players actually did that. Our spinners did fantastic today. Washington Sundar getting 3 wickets, Yuzvendra Chahal getting 4 wickets. They were absolutely brilliant today. Prasidh Krishna as well chipping in with 2 wickets. And overall, I thought it was a complete performance from the boys. And we had West Indies at one point at 5 for 71, 6 for 78 even, and 7 for 79 at one point before Jason Holder and the lower order resisted a bit. And we should have knocked them out way before even 175, 176, sorry. But still, 176 was not a big target to chase in a ground like Ahmedabad, where the ball was coming onto the wicket well. And our bowlers did bowl well, but West Indies, you have to ask questions of them. No one putting in a good partnership. If you look at the statistics and even go through even the partnerships, look, not 150 partnership until Jason Holder and Fabian Allen. That was for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-wicket partnership. Only the 8-wicket partnership stringing over 50. There was a 13 there for the second wicket, and the 26 was there. There was some amount of promise which was there in those partnerships, but nothing really managed to capitalize. And that's where our spinners actually broke in and did the damage. And we got them out for 176, and that I think was a very convincing performance. You look at those bowling figures. If you see those figures we didn't need to use a sixth bowler today. That was because our five bowlers could actually do the job. But most of the time, I believe that we always need a sixth bowler in case something goes wrong with, God forbid, with the top five, with our main five bowlers. Today wasn't such a case, and our five bowlers did the job, so we didn't need that sixth bowling option. I think Deepak Hooda was got in probably for that reason. He wasn't needed to bowl because bowlers did the job. Apart from Sadul Thakur, everyone else picking up wickets. Siraj picking up the early wicket of Shai Hope, who was a very good batsman. Washington Sundar was excellent today, 3 wickets. Yuzvendra Chahal with 4 wickets today, absolutely brilliant performance. And then we needed a good start, and that is what we exactly got from Rohit Sharma and Ishan Kishan. Rohit Sharma, he made batting look extremely easy today. He was brilliant from start to finish. There were some moments in between where West Indies could have capitalized, but it's just Rohit Sharma. And once he gets into groove, he plays those initial 15-20 balls. It's very hard to get him out unless he himself plays a false shot, because that is what Rohit Sharma is. You need to get him in the first 10-15 balls, else once he's set, there is no stopping him. And that was it. The first partnership was 84 and based in 13 overs itself. That was basically the game plan, and it was only a question of when rather than if. And Ishan Kishan made a good contribution, although I think KR Rahul will come back in opening position. Kohli did get 2 boundaries, but he got to try to pull Alzari Joseph. Rishabh Pant was very unlucky. It was a perfect straight drive from Surya Kumar Yadav. It flicked off Alzari Joseph's right boot, and it went on to hit the stumps. And Surya Kumar Yadav and Deepak Hooda, they came in. The job had to be done. The job was done, and we finished the game with 22 overs to spare. Not a very good looking bowling scorecard for the West Indies. Probably the only creditable bowler which you would say is Alzari Joseph, because he took those 2 wickets. Otherwise, it's not a great scorecard to read. And Yuzvendra Chahal, rightly so, the man of the match. India lead this 3-match series 1-0. And let's just look at that to finish it off. Yuzvendra Chahal being the man of the match. And once again, we look at the West Indies scorecard. Not a very good scorecard to see, but we hope they come back better and give a good fight in the second ODI. And good start to Rohit Sharma's captaincy at home in ODIs. We got our first win of 2022 after 5 losses, 2 test match losses in South Africa and the whitewash in South Africa of the 3 ODIs. So it's good to get a win. Our first win of 2022 for the senior men's team. The under 19 men's team obviously got the 5th World Cup championship yesterday. So good start, and we hope we carry through. That's it for this review. I would like all of you, if you're new to this channel, hit the like button and the subscribe button, hit the bell notification to get notifications whenever I upload videos like this or go live. I will do a depressing, probably go on a big rant, or will I? Depends on my mood, of how Chennai FC played against Mumbai City. Probably later. This is the first of 2 uploads today. So as I keep saying at the end of every single video, stay safe and wash them hands.